Club. We're on our live call. It's 4:30 Saturday morning, January the 20th. Rob Jenkins is joining us. Here we go. Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Good morning.
I would say this week has been pretty tough for me with Flynn getting up and still on London time. He was a little better yesterday, but basically took 12 hours of work time out of my mornings. And we talked a little bit yesterday, like I'm still, it's all good. I'm going through it, but I constantly think of my favorite quote, or one of my favorite quotes, which is small hinges swing big doors. And the challenge, every component of all 8 commitments, the success component, which is just 3 hours in the morning, the fitness component, the weight component, the clarity component, no alcohol, the family, community relationships, which is making 3 calls, nurturing those relationships a day, the sleep, they're all small hinges. You know, if like I know, and that's why they're in this challenge, because if I can focus on just those things, it opens up no alcohol, brings clarity, brings all kinds of things. Eating my diet right will keep me lean in my girlish figure. The 3 hours in the morning is the biggest thing, like for me. So, but that got taken away last week. I'm cool with it, and I'm going to catch up. Ray and I were talking about, like, my son went to bed last night at like 7:00, and I was like, at 7:20. I was in bed. It was awesome. That's a big Friday night for me. If I can go to bed at 7:20, oh my God. But is there, whether it's in this challenge or outside of this challenge, is there anything that you really believe is like the small hinge, or something that you want to make the small hinge that swings the big door of your life? Not all at once.
Yeah, with me, it's getting up at this time, getting going. I mean, that's the key. I mean, that is part of the challenge, of course, but it's that in combination with the fitness. Sticking to that each day has been really important for me. It's just a lift on the day, even with getting started and just getting the small domino. It's that one domino, knocking it down, similar to the hinge.
I just got a message from Rob that he's away, so he's got to keep it down, quiet. So that's why he's not piping up. What about you, Ray, Josh, Chrissy? Yes.
It is a really small hinge for me to get up at 4 versus, what I've been doing for a while, 5. But this week has been pretty wild. Just this extra hour has just got my ideas spinning earlier, and just I've got a little more clarity on what I'm doing. And the second thing is I taught a class last week, right? And trying to teach my folks to try to surround themselves with winners, because, and I didn't say this right here, but this was the gist of it. Most people are not winners. But there's a circle of people that you can hang out with that are winners. And so I'm really just trying to make those adjustments in my life too, to make sure that I'm spending time with you guys in the morning. This is huge for me because we're like-minded people, and we're all growing in obviously a different direction, but it's the same direction. And it's helped me immensely this week. So
It's that compound effect. It doesn't happen immediately, but over time, I'm really, when I think about the people I surround myself with, because you think about, like, you want winners and you want people that are successful, but I allow one person that I'm part of their surround. You know what I mean? like in my close circle, I have enough energy to try and lift one person if they want to be lifted. But over time, you find that a lot of people that talk about wanting to be lifted just talk about it, right? And they're not willing to actually do that. It's a lot of energy to try and lift somebody up Josh is a good example. I don't even really consider him like, I mean, he's a hardworking guy. We work together, super motivated, up in the morning, working on things. We're like in the same peer group. I mean, I'm certainly older, but I don't even think that's not even a good example, because he's got all the attributes and just younger, just needs more time to make all that work, right? But I often find people that just talk about wanting things and not willing to do the work that needs to be done.
Yeah, I think it's all like in the preparation too. Once you prep and it's practice, and then you open up the door with that.
Chrissy, I got your message yesterday. I just haven't had a chance to get back to you. So Chrissy's naturally pretty shy, so this is a big thing to get on this call in the morning. And what I was gonna reply back to you, and I'll do it here, was, I mean, I worked with this guy Joe Peoples, and he had this quote which I agreed 100%. If you can make yourself do something before you completely even understand why you're doing it, but it's a really, really good thing, that's the biggest part of it. Like, most people can't make themselves do this. Then once you get mentally to, thinking about, about it, and then you'll get more comfortable and start talking about it. So it's all good. That was going to be my response. But since, Flynn, I spent like 12 hours in the morning with Flynn where I'd normally be working, which made my work days super condensed because I get home at 5. I don't go long. I'm that's my commitment to my wife. And so it's been, I had a jammed up week, but I still got a lot of stuff done in the morning, more than I know a lot of other people would. And I'm still on top of the game, but hopefully he's back on a sleeping track. Rob is sending messages. He's down in South Carolina because his wife and daughter are running a half marathon. And he's does a podcast over the last 2.5 years, and he's learned some incredible things. He can't really talk right now because he doesn't want to wake his family up. Same kind of thing with my dog. I mean, she wakes up from time to time, but I try and keep the lights down for her. Anyways, I'd imagine, Chrissy, this is helpful to get with like-minded people.
Yeah, this is huge. Yeah, like you said, I'm really naturally shy. I've been spinning wheels for years. I've been doing pretty much everything in this challenge except for this part of it, waking up super early. And my job is pretty socially isolating too. So this is kind of twofold for me. It's making me break out of my shell, kind of interact with people, and meet new people and learn from your guys' experiences. But it's also giving me the opportunity to kind of balance the frustrations that I've been having by giving me that opportunity to have some time to myself and think about what I can do to get out of my situation. And I came to the realization so far in this challenge that waking up during this time, if I make this commitment like you have, like for a year, that it would give me the opportunity to finish my bachelor's degree. If I start taking classes again, this would be the time of the day that I would be working on those courses.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Yesterday I was expecting my son to wake up early, and I didn't have a full schedule because the previous 4 days he got up right after we finished this call, and I wasn't pushing myself into something I knew was going to take half hour or an hour. I wasn't reading, I wasn't writing, but it's amazing just to have quiet time to think through thoughts that need to be thought through. Mm-hmm. Because so often you make these decisions on, with like 2 minutes where you might have needed like an hour to really think, something through. So this morning time is great, even if you don't do anything, even if you just, sit there and meditate or and once you adjust your sleeping schedule and everything and take it from the end of the day, it's easy, and especially if you go to bed at like 7:20, like I did last night. Because how times have changed, right? Friday night we used to be going out to dinner and drinks and hanging out and being out late. Now it's like, man, last night was amazing. 7:20 go to bedtime last night was absolutely amazing. So
You're excited about it too.
What's that?
Like, yes, and you're excited. You're like, yes, 7:30. I'm in bed.
It's been really good. So Ron just texted us, who usually joins us in the morning. I haven't read the text yet, but anyways, it's we hit our time. I hope you guys have a great day. See you guys tomorrow morning.
Okay, man. Take care. Have a great day.